Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, you're going to know exactly what it is that you're going to be watching today. But as of right now, I'm doing a blind tarot reading and psychic channeling. I have no idea what we're going into for today. My guy just said just go into it and we'll tell you what you need to know. So you guys will know what it is. I don't know until the end of the video. You'll know by the thumbnail and topic. Anyway, besides the point, this video is being recorded on December 17th at 11:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when this video is being recorded. What's it called? You guys have asked me some questions while I'm in the bathroom. I'm just going to put it simply put. It's when I'm available right now. I'm recording at midnight or close to midnight and everybody in the household is sleeping. I do have a tarot studio, but right now I have two puppies in there. Everybody all knows when you have puppies and you're next to puppies and they're in the cage, they're going to act up. They're going to wake up the entire house. And the video content won't be as good as it could be. So I'm doing it in a neutral space that is clear and has clear privacy. So that's why I chose the bathroom. It's not my ideal place, but nonetheless, that is where I am. So we will make do what we can because I want to be consistent with you guys. I want to make sure I get all the information out to you, and I want to be able to help you along throughout this entire process. So this video, being said, is for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only as well. Like I always said many times before, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I do upload. If you have not been updated or you just want to be notified personally or you want to reach out to me and find other ways of contact, you can follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group, which you can put what I will put in the description below and in the comment section. You can follow that. You will be notified personally by me when I do upload a new video. And also, you can also reach out to me directly than having to go through a third party like YouTube. So there's other ways that you can reach out and interact with other people within your own community. So without further ado, we are going to start. But again, don't forget to engage with the content. The more you engage with the content, you'll be seeing more of my videos, and you will also see other tarot readers and astrologers just like me. And you'll be able to see more content. So engage with the content, whether that means liking, subscribing, the bell icon, or even commenting. Any of those four will help you do a triple combination of the three or whatever. Well, then you are going to see more content. So that is good. For those of you guys who are engaging, thank you so much. I love you, and I appreciate all the love and support and effort you guys have been giving me. I appreciate all of you. So let's start. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to start. If you have checked out my community page or community post recently, I just posted this a couple of, probably about like an hour and a half ago, I will probably say from when I posted it. I got a quill set, a feather pen, and a quill, and you'll check the community page. Check the community page, you'll see more about it. But this is my book that I got. It's called The Universe. And you can kind of see on the bottom here, it talks about the mineral, the vegetable, the animal, and minerals. And on the top here, it talks about air, water, and fire. The reason why I was so attracted to this book, because it's my Christmas gift, was because I felt like this was an educational book. A book about the knowledge of the universe. It's all going to be written in this book. Now, a lot of these pages are empty because these are where I'm going to be channeling information from me and just writing them in the book. And today, recently, just before I started this video, on December 17th, 2024, at 11:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I recorded what's known as the Truth of Death. And that is my first psychic channeling in the Book of Knowledge. So that is this book. I'm going to go over that right now. So this is going to be the psychic challenge portion of today's video. And then, if you just want to jump ahead to the tarot portion, go into the description below or the comment section below, or I might be able to put this on the screen if I'm editing, and you can just jump ahead. Okay, so December 17th, 2024 at 11:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is important because I had a very strong indication and feeling that the psychic challenge that I received and was writing down in the book had to relate in some capacity to today's reading. I don't know anything about what today's topic is until the end of the video. So let me just read it to you. This is going to be the first time I'm hearing it as well because I was writing it down using the quill and feather pen with a little bit of ink, the traditional way, because that is the best way, because I kept seeing that is the best way for me to channel and be able to receive messages, because they want me to be able to have a book of knowledge for you guys, and this would be the book of knowledge. So we're going to do our first little psychic challenge. So it says here the truth of death on December 17, 2024 at 11:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It says here, beyond the veil lies a story once told, yet forgotten. A truth, yet forgotten by time. Man knew the truth about death for centuries, but gaslighting their own kind into believing something else. Death is not the end, but the start of a new. The world's so similar yet so different. Life after death does not end, but rather starts. A portal of time can be adjusted here. It's where your manifestation and intuition came from. For that you have for that you have lived it already. You cannot die, for that you are already dead. You can only simply become reanimated and alive once again. For that be not afraid, for that you lived every outcome. You can only gain more knowledge after death, beholding wisdom. No one waits for you after death or after your passing, as they themselves have a path to lead. Do not call upon the dead, for that you have awoken the evil. The person you are seeking is no. Hold on, yeah, I gotta turn the page. The classic way, right? Not the way that you do now with electronics. Okay, the person you are seeking is no more. They are not the same since death, because they are a mere essence of an empty vessel. Seek guidance from you and only you. Till death do you part. May you live a fruitful one. We are the very creation of Egypt. Our story is not over, but begun. Ra represents all that is and will be. Truth will be revealed how the rich got wealthy off of death. A portal, if you will, to the past through death, if you can seek it. There is no such thing as good or evil, just human thought. You cannot be punished for that you have lived all life, from ruler to baker to killer. No such thing as evil, just purpose. God does not choose your fate, you do. You are the harshest critic, so be kind, or else you will suffer. Dream big so that others don't do it for you. You can and will survive. I know you can. Just believe. Just believe that you're in control for once. That you are in control for once, not me. And all will be seen. And the end of the channeling, December 17, 2024 at 11:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so this is the second page of the channeling. Personally, I feel like when it talks about the portal and everything, it's talking about like how, let's go over the line here. It says here, God represents all that is and will be. Truth will be revealed how the rich got wealthy off of death. A portal, if you will, to the past. Through death, if you can seek it. There is no such thing as good or evil, just human thought. So it's talking about how you can go through death and how it's a portal of some type and you can go through back to the past. Now this is further emphasized in the first page here. And it says here, life after death does not end, but rather start. A portal of time can be adjusted here. It's where your manifestation and intuition come from, for that you have lived it already. You can only simply become reanimated and alive again, but that be not afraid, for that you have lived every outcome. So what does that mean? That basically tells you here that death is the time portal. That the reason why the rich got wealthy was because in death they can get rich because they know the knowledge that you don't yet know. But yet they know that by dying or having some sort of intuition or connection with the death and the spiritual realm, that they're able to influence their own very lives so that they can get rich off of death. Now, why is this very important? Because as I was going through that channel, it just triggered something. The other day I had a I had a vision, and I told somebody on the channel or one of my friends or whatever, I kept seeing a vision, and I made a mention in my previous video. I kept seeing a vision where it was young Donald Trump meeting old Donald Trump. When I talked about many times on the channel, how I'm going to start covering what's known as the particle accelerator. I think that is what today's topic is going to be, because I feel like particle accelerator is going to be talking about how time can be adjusted and how people knew certain things that they shouldn't have known. And it doesn't take psychic capabilities, it takes about manipulation through means other than the physical. So that is what we're going to cover today, and I'm going to go dive more in deeper and kind of see what it is and why we're even exploring this in today's video. So now we're going to start the tarot card reading portion of the video. You let me know what you guys think and whether or not you like the crow set. I think it's kind of cool. I actually really like it. I didn't know what I was hearing. I just wrote down what I was hearing. So yeah, that's how I got the channel. Alright, so okay, so spirits and angels tell me about the particle accelerator that was turned on, I think in Paris, I believe. I don't really know, so correct me if I do, if I'm wrong. There was a particle accelerator that was turned on and it altered time. It shifted the timeline. And it's very interesting too, because I kept talking about this many times on the channel before the particle accelerator was even a thing. I kept saying the 2024 election was a time shifting election. So I would not be surprised that that channeling that I got in the book is somehow tied into this. The time shift. So Spirit Angel tell me, why did I see Donald Trump meeting young Donald Trump? One right now meeting Donald Trump in a younger version. But I'm hearing the Donald Trump that I saw in the vision was 2016 Donald meeting a younger version of him, not the Donald Trump now. Is that correct? They told me that's correct. Why did young Donald Trump in 2016, when he was running for president for the first time, met with his younger self? What, why, and how did that even happen? I'm hearing scrying. It's a type of, if I'm correct, because I don't do it, I don't really participate in anything like that, but I'm thinking if scrying is correct and my understanding of it is right, it's basically you look at water, or you look at a mirror, which is molecule, I'm afraid, reflective. You look at a highly reflective substance or a surface, and you look at it from a certain angle, you'll start to be able to see a portal or a vortex, whether into the future or the past, depending on your desires and your ability to see it, if you know what I mean. Like, you have to really think it in order to see it, you know what I mean? So that is what I'm seeing. The first thing is that he didn't necessarily meet the individual or his younger self in the physical sense, but he met it through a spiritual sense, if that makes any sense. I did say in the past he did use black magic. So we do have the sun, and I think scrying, if I'm right, is the part of black magic. That's why they say you don't put like a mirror in front of your bedroom, because things can go through the window or the mirror because it acts as a portal or a vortex. So we have the sun card, reveal. But it's showing me this being the mirror. Like this being the mirror. Like this is his younger self, is the mirror, right? I'm hearing they exchange places. He exchanged places with his younger self. So the younger self is here, while his older self is there. That makes no sense. Okay, so they're telling me they didn't change bodies. They did change bodies. They didn't change, like, the guy stepped out of the mirror and into this reality, and Trump that we know now, 47, I guess, call him that, and his ass was 47, stepped into the mirror and into the where he become 45. No, that's not what it means. It means that essentially there was a transfer of frequency. I'm hearing there was a transfer of frequency between the youngest Trump and the older Trump. I'm gonna actually call him senior and junior. Just for a better reference, so it's not as weighty on the tongue. So we have here, we have celebration. But then we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Oh, I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing here. It has to do with business. So what he's doing is essentially, okay, so if you look back at some of the things Trump does, I dare you to write it down. Just write it down. And 5 years from now, you'll look back and you'll say, wait, that didn't happen, or it happened like this. What Trump is doing essentially is he is taking things that happen now and feeding it to his younger self who's running. Because the thing is, this is 2016, but somehow 2016 Trump knows about all the things that's already happening now. So everything from now up until 2024. He knows everything. But how does he know everything in 2026? 2016. How did he know everything in 2016? But then you have him telling the younger self, it's almost like he's saying, okay, these are the mistakes that I made. This is the outcome. Do something differently so we don't see the same outcome. It's almost like he's playing with time. He's playing with time. But it's through black magic. So maybe it's not a particle accelerator. Maybe it's black magic. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, stopping something from happening, stopping something that had an undesired outcome or an undesired effect. Because this is what I'm saying at. This is what the channel said. It talks about how rich people got rich. They got rich off of using certain ability to influence how time is. And it's almost like a game. You ever like play like a video game or something, or like a board game, or you're with family, whatever, and you guys are playing the game but you don't know the rules. But then you don't really like the rules or you don't like the outcome of the game, so you just restart over. You hit the restart button and restart over. The same thing, but you already know how to play because you already had prior experience of prior knowledge on how to use it and how to do it. Same concept, same idea. That's why the hanged man comes up here, because he does not want to be hanged. He does not want to be hanged. And it feels like I'm seeing witches around him. Witches. It almost feels like he is using them. I don't know why they're even attempting to do this, but it's almost like he's using them and then he's going to blame them if he gets caught. Yeah, he's going to blame them if he gets caught using black magic. I don't know how he's going to get caught because, first of all, like a lot of people don't even believe that thing is even real, besides all of us, but like, the general populace does not believe it. We do have the justice card reversed. He's going to try and do another witch trial. But he's going to try and start persecuting people who didn't even participate. Just like normal tarot card readers or something like that, or astrologists or astrologers. There's something here with him regarding an undesired outcome. Like he's trying to stop something and he's going to do it in the past by erasing the future. And that's the moon card. Something is hidden. He has something dark here that he's hiding. We don't know exactly what that is, and this person is the Two of Swords, which is the mass. So, luckily for me, because I had a feeling that we're going to need something related to the mass today. Well, Trump can't fool me, because I'm always a step ahead of him. We are now going to use and introduce to you the Phoenician Mass Tarot deck. And that is the deck that we are going to use, because there is no better time to use a mass than the 1400 plague with the bubonic plague, and there's no other greater time to wear a mask unless it was COVID. Okay, that was a little pun if you didn't get that. Okay, so Spirits and Angels tell me, this is my first time actually using this tarot deck in any tarot card reading on the channel. With 515 plus videos, never even once used this tarot deck until today. So Spirits and Angels tell me, with the mask that we just talked about, behind the scenes here, with Trump using black magic to influence certain things in power or certain things in play. How is he doing it? How is he doing it? So tell me to use my Tower card as well, which is kind of cool because I have this card, right? The Tower Takeover Tarot. I only used it a few times on the channel. I completely forgot about this tarot deck until today, when I was getting the Phoenician Max one. I was like, ooh, I could totally use this. Well, I'm gonna use it. I have a feeling we're gonna need it, and we're gonna need it now. So that is when we're gonna use this card. So Spirits and Angels, tell me. Okay, tell me more about Donald Trump and him using black magic to influence the outcome of today by interacting with his younger self and feeding himself information that his younger self should not be knowing through scrying, through a portal of some sort. In some capacity, he's feeding his younger self information about what happened today so he can better yet adjust the timeline. Can you tell us more about this? Okay, I'm getting drawn to this being here. Okay, let's find out. Okay, yeah, this is very uncomfortable. I just want to let you guys know I don't ever choose to ever willingly sit on the bathroom floor. Okay? I know some of you guys think I do. I do not. Okay? I didn't ask to be sitting in the bathroom. Okay, anyway, besides the point, I do this because of you guys. I love you guys, and I want you to know that. So we have here, we have the Tower card. And the first card that comes up here is the Nine of Pentacles. And this is actually kind of funny. It's the woman screaming, and she is literally being thrown out of the tower. And you have some birds and coins flying out of the Tower card here. I find it kind of funny because she's like literally screaming her mouth off. And she's also wearing a glove. One glove in particular. And then we have here was followed by the Ten of Pentacles, which is again the card that just came up for Trump when we talked about his older self, the Ten of Pentacles, and it's being struck. There's a lot of coin coming down here, and it has to do with money. It has to do with financial decision that he's trying to reverse in some capacity to his younger self. So the first card that comes up here is the Two of Cups. Now I do want to say some of these cards are rated R, so I will be telling you if if you have a kid watching, just to turn your eyes or cover your eyes. I will give you out that warning when it does come. But we do have here the Two of Cups here. And you see the two people in the background, you can kind of see what they're doing. I'm not really going to tell you what they're doing. I think everybody can make appropriate adjustment. But when you look at the river here, it's kind of green. Right? It's filthy, it's dirty, it's gross. And everybody knows Venice is like that very free-flowing water. But in this aspect, it's filthy, it's full of algae, it's full of gross. Like grossness, disgusting, right? It's the Two Cups. Which is why you kind of see them in the background doing it. That is disgusting, right? That is the connotation of disgust, right? Now we have here in the center of the reading, we have the 11 cups here. And this is a man, and this is giving me the Founding Fathers, like immediately right away, Founding Fathers. Something with the Founding Fathers here holding a cup. I think this card might actually indicate the Ace of Pentacles because there is no such thing as 11 of Cups. But I think this might be the Ace of Cups here. And this is giving the Founding Fathers 5. And in the back when you have the capital. Right, the capital. So it has to do something with discussing government. So the discussing government here. Remember I kept talking about Anonymous being a big player in all this? Well, we have the 14 of Swords reverse. What I think this might be indicating the Page of Swords here. I don't really know tarot. But this is the 14 of Swords reverse. And you kind of see the guy here, when you look at his face, he kind of like gives a very keen a connotation to Anonymous mask. But look what's in the background, the government. It's reverse. Secretive. Hiding. There's somebody behind the government. There's like a deep But it almost feels like, more than anything, it feels like the government in some capacity is actively engaged in some sort of dark magic. Like they're actively engaged in it. Trump is just a part of it. But he is not the one who started it. Because it started in the founding fathers. It started in the building of the United States, like Freemasons, Illuminati, Skull and Bones, those type of things. Those other conspiracies that you would otherwise not ever see, they're being shown in this reading. Now we're being followed here by the reverse 10 of Swords, betrayal. And it falls interestingly between the U.S. Capitol government and hiding, or dark secrets, dark government, um, secret societies, right? Betrayal. I think, and I don't mean to be like conspiratorial here because I'm definitely not, but this video is just for entertainment purposes only, and for everything in this video is all life purposes only. But it's very possible that 45 could be involved in some sort of secret society. And that could be how he's been able to get to where he is, because he knows people in certain positions of power who are very dark in nature, and is able to manipulate certain things by reverse engineering it. If that makes any sense. It almost feels like, in some way that history is fake in some way. That it's all doctored. Even his own life is doctored. Like it's not really true in all of his hindsight. Like there is some sort of fabrication of the original storyline. But I'm also hearing as well, I'm also seeing like things that happened in Trump's presidency up until now are being erased and replaced. Oh no, I didn't do that. What are you talking about? Like gaslighting. But they're also actively changing history. Like they are actively changing something in history. Now that could be as very simple as, changing the history books. Right? Or gaslighting people. That's another way to change time, right? They don't necessarily need a machine to do it. You just got to change the people currently, and that's all you got to do. Now, I am going to cover this individual because you do see her butt crack. But just FYI, this person is new for a second, then I will turn the card away. 1, 2, okay. So you see here, like her butt is being shown, but it's the Two of Swords here. And the Two of Swords here is telling me sorcery. That is like really weird because it's really obviously showing adultery, but the first thing I got was sorcery. There's something going on with sorcery here. And it has to do with the King of Swords reverse. Now, the King of Swords reverse is normally an independent card for me. An independent card reverse is, what's it called? It's a card that I normally see in a Rider-Waite tarot deck. So when the guy is sitting on the throne, it means that he is currently in position of power and he is set to hold power, win power, whatever it is. When it's upright, it's a good sign for the party in power or the person who won it. And when it's reversed, it means the person loses or is defeated or is removed or whatever it is. Whatever the story is or the context of it, it's not a good sign for whoever it is talking about. And this aspect here, though, is showing that the King of Swords has not been shaken off his throne. He is instead flying to the throne. He is flying directly in the line of fire. Because look at this guy. He's flying straight down, right? This is the reverse. We've set the reverse. He looks like he's flying, right? But it's the King of Swords. What happens when you fly the opposite direction of a tower? You're going to hit the ground. Right? You're going to hit the ground. We're talking about being smart? My God. And then here, what's the top of the card here? We have the King, the Knight of Swords reverse. Running. You can't run if you hit the ground in the head. You're going to get a concussion. So in the end, I do feel like in a way, like, Donald Trump thinks he's getting somewhere, but he's going to hit the ground. Like it doesn't go anywhere. Like he hits his head and like almost forgets. It almost feels like Trump now doesn't remember anything that happened in 2016. But when 2016, Trump back then knew everything. The thing that I don't understand though is how did Trump know about everything that happened up until this very moment? But we only see it and we're only given a glimpse of Trump seeing what they call it? When Trump only sees and only met his younger self, but how did he get an intel from people from now. The Trump now does not remember anything because he hit his head, supposedly. Quote, like, supposedly he hit his head. He doesn't remember anything. Doesn't even remember the conversation even happening between his younger self, well, two younger self, 2016 and whatever, 1980 something. He does not remember that conversation at all. So how did he know the information in 2016 then if the Trump now is not mentally stable? That's the thing that makes no sense to me. How did they know? How did they know? Now this is a very strange reading because I honestly did not expect this, to be honest. I was expecting more of like, your traditional election video, like something not normal, not whatever this is. And I'm sure neither of you expecting this, but honestly, it is very interesting, but my God, it's not what I expected. Um, so now that we know that Trump is actually trying to change the timeline, we are going to ask, did he purposely make sure that Biden would step down because he knew that he would lose the Vice President Harris? I mean, he would win against Vice President Harris. Because that would be really interesting to see if that is the case. And it's really interesting too because, like, the fact that this shows up in the card, it kind of gives me like Uchi vibes to Baron's Underground Journey. And this is a book made in Baron Trump's Underground Journey, and it was about like him traveling to Russia and how he committed fraud, and he met this guy named Donald Trump who was a mentor and all that type of thing. Kind of same storyline here, and it's kind of weird and kind of like creepy. Not going to lie, they're kind of creepy, but it is what it is. So we're gonna take a look at Vice President Harris now and see if maybe Trump's set her up, particularly Hillary. I think Hillary is also going to be a good indicator as well. So we'll probably put them both in the reading today. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me about Vice President Harris and Hillary Rodham Clinton in 2016 for Hillary and Vice President Harris in 2024. That Donald Trump set them up. The 45 set them up because he knew information ahead of time with his younger self from 2016 who revealed information through dark magic or scrying or some sort of portal or vortex to his younger self, reveal information to change the outcome of certain things. Can you tell us? Tell us more. Did he purposely make sure that Biden will step down so that he can defeat Kamala? Vice President Harris. Ooh, two cards came out. Okay. What else? What else? Give me some more info. This is a very interesting reading, not gonna lie. Definitely not what I expected by far, and I'm sure you guys do not expect it. Okay. Okay, so that's a challenge in the White House. There's something with the White House here. And at the bottom of the card is 45, the King of Pentacles reversed. Something with the White House. Okay. So there's definitely the White House here. So that is definitely something that is coming through the reading. What is the card that is hidden? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 of Cups. What is hidden in the 9 of Cups here? It's information. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles challenging the 9 of Cups. It has to do with achievement and information. Revealing information regarding certain achievements or how to achieve them because he already lived it. Trump already lived it. He knows what he has to do and how to change certain things because in some capacity he has access to something. He has access to something. And not supposed to, but he has access to it. We have here what the first card is. We have death. Okay, the funeral card, the 4 of swords here. Some sort of political death. And the 5 of wands. He's communicating with the dead. I'm getting that. He's communicating with the dead. Because remember how in the in this book here, it's talked about how the universe book and my channeling, but first channeling, it talks about how when you seek the dead, I'll read it to you. Do not call upon the dead, for that you have awoken evil. The person you are seeking is no more. They are not the same since death, because they are a mere essence of an empty vessel. And seek guidance from you and only you, till death do you part. So, it tells you here as a warning to not seek out people beyond the dead, because what you will receive is evil. So the information that Trump is getting is evil information. These are people with certain agendas, certain spiritual agendas, who are seeking out for vengeance. Because remember what happened when there is an empty vessel, or something that is empty, or something can go in it. Right? If there's a body, or a doll, or something that can be controlled and manipulated through spirit or possession, it can be possessed. It can be altered. It can be taken upon. That is what it's saying here. It's talking about how, even something as simple as possession could be and go as far as evil manipulation. That there could be manipulation in some factors here, and he is actively communicating with them. I'm also seeing a Ouija board here. That is also a big player, so it has to do with the occult. There's something going on with the occult here. It does magic. It's kind of weird because I haven't read on Trump and black magic in so long. So I will put the link in the description below. That is a video from a long video. This is a video that was created at the very early beginning of my YouTube channel. I don't know why it's suddenly coming up again as a major theme for Trump, but let me know if any other readers or you or your pendulum or your tarot card are talking about black magic being used by Trump and him altering time. We have here, this is the Queen of Cups. This has always been the card that represents both Vice President Harris and Hillary Clinton. This is the card that's reversed. He knew information regarding the election, the presidency, and how to take them both out. So yeah, I think he actually set Harris up. He set them up because he had intel from the spiritual realm. Because this is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups here is reversed. And it falls right at the challenge to the presidency. Remember how I kept telling you how President Biden in the previous video, I kept saying how he needs to be able to seek spiritual guidance because there's more something spiritual that he needs to be able to do in order to be able to help people in the United States and be able to push Trump out of the White House. I kept talking about how he needs to go see the Pope and the Vatican or whatever. Well, if you watch a lot of the stories and you watch a lot of the movies, what oftentimes do you really get when it talks about the Vatican and the Pope? It talks about possession, exorcism, stuff like that. What if Biden needs to actually go see the Vatican or the Pope, particularly because of dark magic of possession or evil spirits, and he needs to be able to help lead them out of it, be able to help the United States. I feel like in some way the United States is being chokehold by evil spirits who are intended to hurt the United States. I mean, this is definitely not what I expected at all. This is definitely by far not what I expected at all. This is definitely not. I definitely think that he definitely did set up Harris. There was a timeline diverge here, and I definitely do feel that. I do feel like if you voted for Harris, you're going to get a Harris presidency. If you voted for Trump, you're going to get a Trump presidency. So I definitely do hold on to the faith that we will see a Harris presidency if that's who you voted for, and if you voted for Trump, then you will see a Harris presidency. A Trump presidency. But we do have here again, we have this justice on the right side, and that falls right above the White House. Right above the White House. Followed by, again, the King of Swords. I talked about how, the person, the party in position of power or whoever gets defeated, when this is reversed, it means that they are removed. Justice is served and the leader is removed. And the rightful winner is handed the wand, and it falls right above the loser or the defeater originally. And because of that, this person will have to lead. But I don't think this person is going to try to lead. Because there will come a judgment, and it has to do to an ailment. I very well think that, you know, it's very interesting today that it's all talking about death, and it's talking about the story of death and the manipulation of time, and how Trump used dark magic and scrying and portal and vortex and all those things. I also kept getting a vision of death for Trump. Like, it's a lot more vivid now than it was, like, just saying November or anytime before that. It just feels like it's close. There's a change coming. Now, death doesn't always necessarily mean physical death. It could be. It could very well be a physical death. But it could also mean a transformation, a rebirth, a change in direction possibly, a change in mindset, a change in personality. Something is changing for Trump. Something is changing for Trump. I don't know what that change is, so we're going to ask this deck. This deck might be able to give us a clearer indicator and a clearer picture of what it is that we are receiving. Because right now, I don't understand anything that's going on. Like, I understand, obviously, because I'm interpreting for you. But I'm in a state of denial, if you may know. I don't really believe what I'm hearing at the moment because it just seems so far-fetched, so bizarre. And just so out of it, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So if you're feeling that way, don't feel alone. I'm exactly where you are. Again, like, I read, like, very intuitively, I read the energies, and I'm always there with you. So, like, just say we get information. I don't really expect information. When I go into some of these readings, I go in expecting nothing. But sometimes I have, like, a certain idea, or, you know, I hear something early in the video. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm thinking it might turn out to be in my head, and I'm like, oh, definitely not. You know, I tell you what I see, and even then, I'm learning as I do the video with you. I mean, I'm learning as I go. So that's why I like doing some of these videos, because, like, not this specific style video, because I really like this, but I mean, like, in tarot cards and political anyway, it's just so interesting, and I get to see the story unfold. But I guess when you talk about Trump and black magic, it's not always a good feeling. But I'm trying to keep it as light as possible, so you kind of feel like the energy is a lot lighter. Alright, so let's talk about death for Trump, because that came up pretty heavily for him, even in the last section that we just did. So Spirit Angels will tell me, why did I get a feeling that Trump is surrounded by death? I have a strong feeling for death. No, I'm not telling my viewers that. I'm not telling them that. No. Because I'm not wishing harm on anybody. If you word it differently, then yeah, I'll tell my viewers, but I'm not saying that one line. I'm not manifesting that. No matter, you know, how bad of a person he is, he's still human. Okay, so they're telling me to say that his day is coming. They told me that, you know, they told me a different line, a different wording of it. I was like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not telling you guys that. Like, I'm not manifesting harm for somebody. And they weren't saying, oh, the person could be harmed. They're saying his death is coming soon. But I'm like, I don't really want to be wishing death on anybody, really. You know, he's human. Like, he's so human. He should be treated as a human being. And he should be at least be respected, regardless if you like or dislike him. We do have the courtship card reversed here, and the courtship card is telling me here that there's a disconnect between both the feminine and masculine. We know that already, right? Because I said this many times with this card. But what is really significant here is the background, the angel. The angel is holding the Cupid bow. A Cupid bow, you can kind of see it right in the background. Holding a Cupid bow. An arrow. Well, I think the next video we're going to cover about Melania Trump and the divorce of Donald Trump, and why that is a very big factor. We have here community. Okay. Followed by great fortune. I'm seeing the story now. I'm seeing the story. Yep. The main female about Melania Trump here. We have the house. I think the house is going to go blue. Okay, so what is this telling us already? Well, first of all, we had the courtship card reversed, right? We talked about the marriage and how we're going to talk about that in the next video. And how the The house representative is going to go blue. That's actually on one of my lists. But we do have the community card here. The community card is talking about his fortune. Right? This is talking about his apprentice. The TV show, the community card, is being talked about his apprentice, his time on media, his time on and interacting and getting exposure with the American people for free publicity, basically. He's a celebrity, a well-known household name. Right? We have here great fortune, right? Wealth. Right? He has high status, whether you like to hear it or not, he has high status. He might be very poor with his money, but he has high status nonetheless. High status, great fortune. Right, this is the story of the past. That's why it's in the past tense. This past tense, these are two cards here. What is in the current tense? The main female, the main energy, which is Melania Trump. It's a challenge. So why is she experiencing death of some sort? Well, we have here the house here. And the death card for me is indicating for Trump, it's a death of a marriage, a death of love, an ending of love. It almost, and we talked about this many times before on the channel, how, Melania Trump is going to divorce Trump. I really do see that. And it says it's going to happen in the cards. And I think that, it wouldn't be surprising if, Melania Trump does divorce Trump and Trump enters into a heartbreak. But, it's not like he loved her, if you know what I mean. Like, he cheated on her with, porn stars and stuff like that. But it's almost like he just feels betrayed because she knows too much that, letting her go is too much of a liability, if that makes any sense. So we have the house card. And the house card is like she's eyeing the mansion in Florida. She wants to be able to get his mansion before the government takes it. So she's eyeing that. She's eyeing fortune. She's eyeing his wealth. Which is why this shows up closer to the greater fortune than this card. She's not very happy about his new path, his political path. This is the toil and labor. She's not very happy with his labor. Actually, this is ironic because it feels like I'm doing the reading now, what it feels like for me. So maybe it's meant to come up in this reading as well. Manipulation and Melania Trump. A whole bundle of weirdness in this video. But we have the toil and labor card. It's talking about the presidency here card. Because these two what's referring to occupation, while these two are talking about money and real estate, which is also a form of money. Right? This is the main female, which is the marriage here, which is Donald Trump and Melania Trump here. And you have the presidency here. I don't think she wants to become first lady again. I really don't think she does. I don't even think she has any interest. She might even just end up staying home at Mar-a-Lago. What's the bottom of the deck? We have here bad health. So I don't know if he's going to get bad health right away. I do think eventually he's going to get a heartbreak though. Yeah, he's the mature male here in this aspect. He is that older male, right? And he's going to get a message from the heart, right? A message. Well, what is that message? Despair. I think he's going to get divorce letters. And he's going to hit him with unexpected. And he's going to go on a rampage. Concerned. I think he's unhappy that, this is playing out because she is too much of a liability risk now. She knows too much. And it could end up in this outcome here. For him or her. Coughing. Because we have the courthouse too. The courthouse is reversed. We talked about the courthouse many times in this video. There's a death of the courthouse, the death of the government. Maybe his political career ends. Because we have here the death and then the courthouse reversed, which is the government card. His career might end because of Melania. And I talked about this time before. I feel like Melania also might be a leaker. If you watch my Melania Trump divorce video, I'll put that in the link below. I kept saying that she's going to leak something and it's going to hurt Trump and it's going to end his career. That was, I think, was in 2021. I believe when I recorded it, it could be in 2022. It could be either years, but I know I definitely recorded it into early days of Biden's presidency. It could be in 2020. I don't really know, but I know it was definitely the first year and a half that I started my channel. So that I know I definitely did. I'll put that in the link below. This video is weird. Okay, guys, this is probably one of the strangest reasons I've ever done. Is there anything else for this video? Okay. Alright, so they told me that I covered everything I need to do in this specific video. I will probably end up releasing 2 videos because this is a very strange video and I don't want you guys to think like, oh, this is the content he's putting out. It's kind of weird. I'm going to actually put out a good content, and this is just like the french fries that you order on the side, even though your meal comes with french fries anyway. It's like an additional actual bonus video, but it's not going to be the main video, if you know what I mean. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Let me know in the comment section below what you do think of today's video. And don't forget to engage and to share this video with others. And let me know what you think. Until then, guys, I love you and have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you so much.